Well, hello. Welcome to the Star Card Tarot. Woo! Yeah, I've been listening to some good tunes lately. Let this one sink in for a moment. This one reads Mercury retrograde. Mercury gonna do some moonwalking. Because we are in Scorpio season right now. It's all about the water, all about the emotions. We got Mercury coming here, making us go back and go over the things, making sure we got things right. You got to get it good, got to get everything in working order to push forward, right? One of the songs or messages that came through was Let the Good Times Roll by the Cars. So it could be any of the verses or anything to do with that song or the artist. I wanted to mention about Scorpio, and that's water, fixed water, which is really deep, deep water. Not just like the surface level, but like the really deep down, right? And what's really beautiful about water is when it moves over a surface, it flows through the cracks. And then like there's parts of it that goes really deep and settles in, as well as there's parts that flow over. But we're talking about the parts that settle right in those cracks. And those don't get stirred up very often. It's very fixed. If you were thinking about the ocean, where we don't even really know how far down, the ocean goes, it probably goes right to the other side of the earth. It at the very depths of it, it's very still and quiet. And I feel like because going through Scorpio season, it will shake the things up or rattle things, give it a little shake up. And, while things, your emotions on the surface level can look smooth or however you would, portray that, there's still deeper stuff going on. So I wanted to, just say thank you to Scorpio season, because Scorpio is water and water is emotion. And that water can get through and beyond the lowest depths. It really holds space for us. It holds space for our emotions. So I feel like there's a really big message about don't get stuck right now. It's necessary to have core values and different things like that. And if things are getting shaken up for you, it's okay, because things will settle again when, in different ways, right? You don't want to be stuck. You don't want to not be fluid and not change, right? So these feelings that are coming at us right now, they can really shake us to our core. Yeah, flip it down and reverse it. I love it because Mercury's here right now. And it's allowing us to get out of our own way, so to say, just, like tracks were laid down and you had to play that out. I always think about Mercury retrograde as an opportunity, I'll turn my music down. As an opportunity, right? So if there's any refinements, any tweaks, here is where the opportunity is to change that. Or sometimes you do have to drastically get onto a brand new track. So I'm going to pull a few cards. I felt like pulling a few of these guys, the health and happiness cards, the Tatiana's spell cards, but they're more or less just images. Let's see what happens here. I know I mentioned that I would like to do perhaps different camera angles. Oh, look at that. A thimble. Yeah, you've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. So I've got the sense that right now is, in order to get stability, you need to be going over things, and protect yourself while you're doing it. Like if you have experience in a certain area that you have to go over, or you've done it before, and sometimes it's overwhelming, or sometimes you don't want to go through it, or you go, oh, that's painful, or oh, I don't want to revisit that. This time it's do it with wisdom. Protect yourself a little bit. If you know you're going to have to go in. You've got to pick up every stitch. That reminds me of Virgo, which is also co-ruled by Mercury. Mercury's coming through, giving us some wisdom. Always, all the planets give us wisdom, right? The best. We'll leave it there. It doesn't seem like there's more coming, but symbol. And especially if the work is going to be tedious or painstaking, this time around, protect yourself a little bit. Because if you have been through it once, you kind of know what to expect this time. So that's a good thing. Oh, there's a couple that came out right now. 4 of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, okay, well, the Pentacles is definitely about the practical. I always relate that to the physical realm, like the things we can touch, see, sense, all that stuff. So the Pentacles have been on your mind, having something tangible to relate to or have or to feel or to finally have in your grasp is what's on your mind. And you're at a steady spot with that. It takes balance, concentration, it takes discipline. It takes looking forward it's like a dual action. It takes looking forward and staying stable at the same time, and finding that balanced action and doing the both. And you're able to say, for example, not be stressed about your money, but you're not looking too far ahead in the future about your money, or the practicalities, whatever your Pentacles can mean for you. And then there's the Queen of Pentacles. And she's showing up with some Mercury. I love this deck. I always think about Mercury with that. Queen of Pentacles. The Pentacles suit and the royalty of the Pentacles is about the manifestation. It is about the things. Now, the beautiful thing about the Queen is she doesn't just fixate on the one thing or get stuck there. Like she allows for abundance. She allows for flow. She allows for beauty and elegance and abundance and prosperity to come through, right? She's got a graciousness that's flowing. And she's not a character that's focused, say, like the Four or the royalties. The feminine energy, which is the Queen, means the internal energy. Kings mean the external. So this is, I feel like, part of this vision, and part of holding on to that dual action of knowing you're good, stable, even if things don't look stable or appear stable, you know, the imagination and rooting yourself down and being able to look ahead is kind of the key. You know, she's looking down at her coins. She's not fixated on, oh, how does my hair look? Oh, how is my crown? Is my crown tilted? No, she's focused on her manifestation, whatever that may be. Again, that might be time. It could be a map. I often think sometimes this could even mean the astrology wheel. This could be anything in your 3D. And she's got a beautiful balance of it. And it's not just her eyes looking in. She has wisdom coming in. She has thoughts, you know, and just not being stagnant. And the allowing for things to grow. Because if she was looking at this and only expecting one outcome, there could only be one outcome. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see if there's any more messages. Wow, do I ever feel emotional today in so many positive, good ways? You know, what is so interesting about emotion? You know, like I'm feeling good, you know, but there's times where, like, you know, like that yin yang, you know, if you feel too good, it can get to pain. Or if you're feeling so much pain and, you know, the only thing you can do is laugh. You know, it's pretty funny that way. It's quite fluid the way that works. Emotions are pretty interesting. But I've been feeling lots of gratitude and all these kind of things today. Ace of Pentacles. We had that the last reading. So something's still around. There's still an opportunity if you want it. It's still there. You know, this image today is reminding me of, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure type of vibes. It reminds me back of that queen. You know, it is, things will be what you want it to be, and it can be there if you want it to be there. The universe is always designed and setting us up for success. So there's opportunities for your tangible to get started, or another project, or something new coming through, which will provide stability, and it'll provide you the thing. But it's on the way if you want it, if you desire for it. You've got to pick up every stitch. Six of Rods in reverse. Yeah, it's saying don't get all high up in your ego. Allow it to come. Don't force it. Don't be like, yeah, I know how to do it. It's coming. I did it once. I can do it again. I should put that out the window. Allow it. Allow it. When I'm weak, I am strong, right? When we push ourselves to the sides, or this thing to the side, and let our true selves through, and you can have everything. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed.